Hey there, I'm Chloe.
And I'm Nor.
Welcome to this week's episode of Draw My Scandal,
where we talk about celebrities, news, and cool stuff.
This week we'll be keeping up with the couples.
We'll be looking at Richard Spencer's alt-right speech.
And some headlines from this week.
Let's get to it. It's time for...
Keeping Up with the Couples!
Yes!
Yeah, it's Christmas. That is your present.
In tune singing.
Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I couldn't gift wrap it. This week there were rumours flying around that Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom broke up. However, they were both recently spotted together.
And Katy had a ring on her finger.
What?
I'll tell you who's not messing with us. Cheryl Cole and Liam Payne.
After months of dodging pregnancy rumours, Cheryl was spotted with a baby bump.
Liam Payne is going to be a dad. Like, he's close to my age and he's going to have a child?
Dude, no.
I can't even feed myself on time, let alone another human being.
Mate, on a bad day, I can't even blink.
Yes. Let's move on to Kim and Kanye.
Ah, Kim and Kanye. There's a lot that's been going on with them lately, and it's a little hard to digest.
So after doing some research and finding out more of the story, let's take a quick look at the timeline of events.
It all started at the beginning of November.
Kanye was in the middle of performing Only One at the Forum when he started losing his voice.
Kanye abruptly ended the show and refunds were issued.
That was his 7th show in 9 days. I don't blame him.
Then 2 weeks after that, he claimed if he had voted in the election, which he didn't, he would have voted Trump.
To which everyone booed.
He also said he thinks Hillary has a place in Trump's administration.
So just to give a bit more context, back in 2015, Trump said he would never say bad about Kanye and that he loves him because Kanye tells everyone that Trump is his hero.
So Kanye and Trump have always been a thing.
Yeah, Kanye supporting Trump and vice versa is not a new thing, basically.
Their shipping name would be Crump.
Oh,
Crump. Trump yay.
Oh, no.
Trump
no.
yay.
Oh.
So from that little backstory, we can ascertain that his political opinions are actually nothing to do with his mental health.
However, his sporadic rants and cancelling shows seems to be a part of some kind of nervous breakdown.
In our last show, we mentioned that health issues were probably not the cause of his actions, but new information has been released. A week after his last breakdown, he cancelled the rest of the tour, and sources close to Kanye say it's because he's exhausted.
They said he's been working around the clock on fashion design, both his own line and the Adidas line. All the time spent away from his family has been stress on him as well. They're the most important to him.
That same week, he was taken to UCLA Medical Center for psychiatric evaluation.
Upon hearing the news, Kim Kardashian immediately flew to LA to support and help Kanye.
Ever since the Paris robbery, Kim Kardashian hasn't made a single public appearance.
According to sources, the whole thing had her so shaken up that she's just been pretty closed off from the world.
And Kanye's cancelled concerts are going to cost him a fortune.
Yeah, but actually, in the case of illness, Kanye's insurance policy covers lost profits and financial obligations for cancelled concerts. So really that says a lot, like his psychological problems are severe enough for him to be covered by insurance.
If you're lucky enough to never have had to deal with insurance companies, they are very stingy and skeptical when it comes to paying out.
Kanye's doctor told police that he was suffering from a temporary psychosis caused by sleep deprivation and extreme dehydration.
But the problems seem to go deeper than that.
A lot of this has been triggered in large part by the anniversary of his mother's death. As of filming this, Kanye is still in hospital.
Since the Paris robbery incident, Keeping Up with the Kardashians filming has been put on hold.
And cameras won't be rolling for the rest of the year given the circumstances.
Yeah, so we won't get to see how the family spend Christmas, but perhaps that's a good thing this year.
Yeah, they've been through a lot, and it's weird that people are still kind of picking on them.
Right? Like, as obvious as it sounds, people often forget that celebrities are also people, and on a slightly smaller scale, people actually do the same to YouTubers as well.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, just because you watch someone like Kim Kardashian on her reality TV show or a YouTuber in weekly vlogs doesn't mean that you're entitled to them.
Agreed. So what do you guys think about, well, everything, actually?
Do you think Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are actually engaged or just messing with everyone?
Do you think Cheryl and Liam will have a girl or a boy?
Aww. And what are your thoughts on Kanye and Kim? Is fame getting too much for them, or is this a temporary issue?
We'd love to hear what you think.
Next up, some straight up bullshit.
I don't even want to talk about this, but you know, sometimes it's just important to highlight when people are so stupid.
Richard Spencer is an American white nationalist.
What is white nationalism, I hear you ask?
It ranges from someone having preference of white ethnic groups all the way to believing white people are superior to other races. White separatism and white supremacy are subgroups of white nationalism.
So before anyone jumps on our backs, Google white nationalism. I promise you, this is literally the definition.
Racist Richard Spencer is an American American white nationalist, and he's known for promoting white supremacist views.
Now, I looked a couple of articles prior, and they all referred to him as racist Richard Spencer. Is that just his name? Has he just...
Do they?
Yeah, he has varying labels from alt-right leader to neo-Nazi to just a white nationalist, quotation marks, like there's any just about it. As if it's not very dangerous.
Yeah, when people do that, they kind of normalize it. It's like, no, don't normalize racism. He's the president of the National Policy Institute, which is a white nationalist think tank, and an independent publishing firm.
He spouts hate rhetoric and, you know what? Just watch the clip.
To be white is to be a striver, a crusader, an explorer, and a conqueror. They need us and not the other way around.
We've put links to the full speech in the description.
And a highlight video version if you can't be bothered for the full-length bullshit.
Okay, so at this point, I think it's also important to highlight that not all of Trump's supporters are like this.
The group has said Trump doesn't represent their movement. At this point, they're just two separate, if not equally hateable forces.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
like, they don't work together, but I think one informs the other.
Yeah, exactly. I personally believe Trump's rhetoric and hate speech against ethnic minorities has definitely inspired groups like this.
According to The Telegraph, racist Richard Spencer has called for peaceful ethnic cleansing. Alright, buddy.
He says he dreams of a new society, an ethno-state that would be a gathering point for Europeans.
In other words, hell. In other words, an all-white society.
During his speech, he used a lot of German words that were used while Hitler was in power. At the end of his speech, he said, "Hail Trump," and then people proceeded to salute him Nazi style.
That's not like a red flag or anything, is it? Even if we forget about the Nazi salutes for a second, as if we could, just by listening to what he's saying, I think everyone can agree that he is a scumbag.
Everyone should be equal in rights and opportunities, no matter your race, or religion, or gender, or anything.
You know the funniest, but not really funny at all part? He said that America, before this generation, was a white country.
Sure. Yeah, let's forget about how the land literally belongs to the Native Americans.
From who the land was literally stolen.
Yeah, let's end this before my headache gets any worse.
Yes, please.
It's time for some, headlines.
First up, this one isn't a headline, but it's pretty cool. It's called Quick Draw, and it's an AI experiment by Google where you have to draw something and then the AI tries to guess what it is. It's super fun, and we can't stop playing it.
Yeah, and if you keep messing up, it gets really sassy with you. The link is in the description, so I highly recommend you check it out.
I've been doing my best to trick or break the app. Like, it'll give you something to draw, like draw a boat, but I'll draw a boat from a bird's eye view. So, like, I'm still drawing a boat, but it's not the boat that you know of. I love trolling AI because then when the uprise comes, they'll just get rid of me. Wait a minute, did I just use up my headline turn?
Yep, it's my turn. Japan skating rink, sorry for freezing 5,000 fish.
What?
Yeah.
No, you can't just, no. At some point you have to elaborate. What's the story?
Okay, so the full headline is, Space World theme park in Kitakaishu City has apologized after it froze 5,000 sea creatures into the floor of an ice rink.
What? Why would anyone think that's a good idea?
They bought the sea creatures from a fish market, so they were already dead. However, it was labeled as unethical.
Why were they already dead? No. Don't use dead fish as decorations so you can skate on them. Come on.
They're actually holding a memorial ceremony for the fish. Yes! There were like fish, crabs, and other shellfish embedded in the ice as like this special winter attraction called the Freezing Port.
That's ridiculous.
The park advertised it as a world first and posted images of the fish on Facebook with captions like, "I am drowning, suffocating."
That's so dark. Why would you do that? That's not what Facebook's for. It's not for mocking dead fish. I don't know. Depends which part of Facebook you're on.
Why would the fish be drowning? I mean, they live in the water.
Yeah, but it's frozen. Okay, so not drowning. Suffocating, sure.
But drowning is weird, right?
Drowning is weird.
Drowning is weird. You could say it was considered a bit fishy. They've officially...
I'm just not gonna acknowledge her. Maybe she'll go away.
No! They've officially gone too far.
You just wanted to tell the story so you could also tell bad puns.
Guilty.
You have to stop.
Never. And waste this perfect opportunity.
I'm putting my headphones in.
Oh my god, you're right. I could do better.
I just resent you and I want you to stop. And I want the AI uprising to come sooner.
To be honest, Chloe, you're right. Anything is possible. Your turn, though I don't think you can get stupider than the fish thing.
I don't know, your puns came pretty close. But
Hey.
here we go with London shop Ninconsoup apologises for selling Nazi smoothie.
Excuse me?
To summarise, they have a drink called the Nazi, and one of the employees added a swastika to the smoothie's label.
Oh, wow. That's pretty, that's stupid.
But after a customer complained, the employee was dismissed.
Yeah, I didn't think you could beat me, but that's pretty stupid, man.
I don't know if you can top that now, if I'm being perfectly and honestly H with you.
Oh, but I can, my friend. But I can. The next headline is, the new £5 note is not vegetarian friendly.
Ooh, I read about this. If you don't already know, this is the old £5 note, and this is the new one.
They're trying to bring new notes into circulation in the UK.
The new one is waterproof and doesn't tatter like the old one.
Recently, the Bank of England has confirmed that the new £5 note contains traces of tallow.
And tallow is made from beef or mutton fat.
Yeah, vegetarians and vegans are not happy.
How did they use it?
The Bank of England tweeted there is a trace of tallow in the polymer pellets used in the base substrate of the polymer £5 notes.
So in other words, there's animal fat in the plastic used to make the notes.
Who thought this would be a good idea?
5.7% of the UK is vegetarian and over 500,000 people are vegan.
On that note... So which headline do you guys think is the dumbest?
The frozen fish, the Nazi smoothie, or the non-vegetarian currency.
That's such an odd
Your
sentence.
face is an odd sentence.
I mean, sometimes.
Imagine if, like, slices of just ham were currency. That's almost what we're dealing with.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Hello, I'd like to pay in this luncheon meat. What are you buying? Further luncheon meat. It would be chaos. Chaos in the UK. It's time for Comments of the Week.
Hey,
What the hell?
what just happened?
Did I black out?
It's Christmas. Magic is real, guys. I'll go for the first one.
Or will you just, Miss Shellfish? That's the noise my cat makes at birds.
What kind of cats make that noise?
All of them. When they see birds, they try and mimic bird calls.
Really?
Yes, sir.
My cat brought a bird home one time, but it wasn't dead.
You let on a date. Like, they just walk through the door, it's like, Mom, we're getting married. You're like, but that's a bird.
Oh, good God. The bird
We're
wasn't...
eloping. I love him. Like, the bird's got like a leather jacket and cigarettes, like, you know she's bad news.
Oh, no, son. No. I would not be okay with that. Long story short, the bird flew around our living room.
I told you she was bad news.
And
Honey, no.
one time, he brought a mouse home,
Oh,
but it wasn't dead.
your cat's a bit of a player.
And then he let the mouse go, and then it hid under the fridge. My parents were like, "What do we do?" And I was like, "I don't know what to do." And my parents were like, "We're just gonna have to leave it and just let him deal with this on his own." And then when we came downstairs, there was a dead mouse on the dining table.
Oh, gross.
I was just like, "Leo, we don't want to eat this." Oh my god. Sorry. Right. Okay. Last week we asked you if you were Team January or Team July, and this was more or less the response.
There were also really mixed views on the whole Gigi thing. She did an impression of Melania, and you guys seemed quite split.
The Derpy Kitty said, "I don't think Gigi was being racist/offending. She was just trying to be funny."
Whereas Whoa Hallie D said, I found it kind of rude when Gigi imitated Melania. It was kind of rude.
Mary said, "To be honest, I think Gigi's comedy thing was not offensive. I actually laughed a little."
But AD's Gaming said, Gigi isn't even funny, it's just cringy. Hashtag Gigi cringe.
This was
Cringy
quite an
indeed.
interesting, it's a mixed bunch.
Yeah.
Some of you told us what you think of Voco.
Vaporeon Cat said Voco has voice fraud written all over it.
Antisocial said, no, not okay with Voco.
Jonathan Productions, Ben Shoshin said, dude, Voco sounds awesome. You could make remixes.
I mean, I'm still terrified of it.
And you could make remixes anyway. I think they're going to put restrictions on it.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to preempt the response.
Or like maybe make it mad expensive.
I mean, that would just be kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes an, inverted commas, industry standard.
Yeah.
Which means aspiring, like, sound technicians.
Wouldn't be able to get their hands on it.
Yeah, but they've got things like Audition, I guess.
Yeah. To be honest, why would you really need this software? Do you know what I mean? Like, what? I mean, for animation, I can understand. In case if you have, like, limited resources and you want to, like, keep using the same voice. But, like, for live action stuff,
Oh, think how much easier it would be to do audiobooks.
Oh yeah, actually.
Like, especially if, like, you know how Stephen Fry read all the Harry Potter books?
dude, yeah.
Like, that's hardcore, but imagine if you just had to sit in a booth for 5 minutes and talk for a bit, and then suddenly all the Harry Potter books were done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How do you read all the Harry Potter books out loud as one person? That's mental. Oh, also, thank you for sharing your mini reviews on Allied.
Julian said, I would love to watch Allied. I hope it's good. It is good.
MC Mystic Messenger said, you guys look awesome in the pictures. I watched Allied, and all I can say is it's the best action and drama movie I have watched. Hashtag I draw my life to 1 million subs.
Evelyn said, oh my god, Chloe's little face thing looks adorable. I want my hair like that. Hashtag Team July.
Yeah, a lot of people like the hair, and it's not staying that way, guys, as you've already seen. Pink Lilac says, you guys are so pretty. Love you guys. Hashtag get draw my life to 1 million subs. Hashtag here since the beginning.
Thank you. Thank you for all the compliments.
Yay. Yeah, every time they're just like, I really like your hair, I'm just like, they mean my cartoon hair or my real hair?
Yeah, so if you didn't see the last episode, Team DML went to a special screening of Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard's movie Allied.
So go check it out.
Oh, and the fan art we got was really weird this week.
Oh, was it?
Well, this one's great. This one is you melting my face.
I mean, I do that. We got loads this week. We started getting Christmas fan art.
Yeah, Christmas fan art is really cool.
Some more awesome fan art from Superfan Ewan. And this is really cool, because this is just like all the beginning draws.
Yeah.
Draw My Scandal.
I really appreciate the fact that they noticed all of it.
Yeah, because every Draw My Scandal, the first drawing is always of me and Nor, and it's different every single week. And no one's ever mentioned anything, so I'm just like, do they even know? Do they know? But here they all are, they're all different.
And it's her thinking about it.
Oh, I think about it too.
Speaking of Christmas, should we get more Christmassy?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, wait, wrong one, hang on.
Chloe, why am I... Oh man, why did you do this?
Wait, okay, we went too far. Hang on, switch it up, switch it up.
Oh,
there we go.
yeah,
Okay,
go.
yay!
Woo!
Christmas.
Woohoo!
First try.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Draw My Scandal.
We upload every Friday.
We're trying to get 1 million subs for Chloe's birthday in January.
Yay! Totally overwhelmed by the messages and support, by the way.
Yeah, so don't forget to share and subscribe if you like our stuff.
Until next time, bye guys! There was no way that note was gonna happen.
That was never gonna land.